just on the driving test today. It's 2nd of March. Alright, 907 test was your test right now. Obviously, you know what's happened. You failed because of a few different things that you didn't know about that. So, did you feel like you made them mistakes?
Yes.
Yeah? You could see that you was doing that. So, I identified that problem before your driving test today, that you were driving too close, and said that was your dangerous fault there.
Yeah.
And then that's the thing, so you got to be aware. Now that comes with driving and experience. So we're just going to follow that same route what we just did earlier on and get an idea of how to go out from here. So I'm just going to come out of the Goodmayes Test. And I'm not going to use the sat nav, but I'm just going to talk through it where you was going in 10 positions there. There we are. So we're back on recording, and here we go. So we came out of test centre. Now, as you're driving along here, right, you want to make sure your distance from the parked vehicles on your left side, yeah? Just keep looking left so you have an idea of feeling space. Again, this comes with time and experience getting you right, positioning there. As it's clear, we're going to gradually start moving over. So at the end of the road, we're turning left, yeah? So here we are, checking the interior mirror, your left mirror, signalling, and then positioning up nicely to there. Always looking to your right first. It's clear? Yes, look left. You was always checking as well. You saw that when coming out from here, you was doing lots of extra checks. It said pull up on the left, expose the next vehicle, and ignore the driveway. So 1, 2, signal 3, come in a bit, and there. Give yourself enough room to move off against that. You'd see the tyres and tarmac there. Now, when you moved off from here, what you did was, right, you didn't steer again enough. Your back wheels don't turn, so when you're doing your checking and you didn't do a double shoulder check, you have to look over your shoulder and look at that, move well away from that parked car and then come back on yourself again. Now there's a car at the end of the road. We're going to turn left, please. So check my mirrors. That's it, to my left here. There we are. As you turn left from here, then you turn right. This you did very well. There was a truck in front of you at the time, yeah? At the second junction there, your signal went off. You didn't put it back on again. So we're just remembering the tick-tock noise. Right, cars are coming ahead. You're not in a rush. Just watch them clearly go. Once it's clear to go, then you can go through. So you can hear. Always listen for that noise as you get used to it. There. It's just driving. It takes time getting used to it again and again. Understanding that there. As we're here now, I start turning and I turn it more. So we came into here, the signal went off there, and then it's about putting it on again. You waited really well, but then after when it was clear, there was somebody waiting and you still waited, yeah? So you was taking a long time to move off. And eventually when all the traffic had cleared and it was red light, so you had to come a bit more forward and then there, so you intend to go. So here we are, going down the road here. Checking your mirrors, doing things out. Look at the parked cars, look at where I'm driving. I'm not trying to drive with it, I don't need to. I need to give space, so if anybody opens the door anticipating that, here's the roundabout, there we go, look to my right, it's clear, carry going straight. Just keep checking your mirrors every 3 to 5 seconds. 1001, 1002, 1003, have a look in the interior mirror. There's a bus behind us, it's fine. Then after this junction, he asked you to pull up on the left, please, yeah, which you did really well. So you pulled up on the left here, signal 3, like that, same as what we did before, exactly what you did, and there we are. And you stop. Right, there we go. Good. And then drive on when you're ready. Check your mirrors. Can you see? Can you see it? Okay, so 2 vehicles. There's one. Now watch what I do now. Look at me and then shoulder check. As I move off, I shoulder check again. And there we are. Now we're gone. Take the second road on the left, he said. So that was the first. That was the second one there. So you check your mirrors, signaling. You went a little bit wide in here as well. So braking. Brake more, slow it right down. Now remember the hand top of the wheel?
Yeah.
If you steer big, look at that, nice and tight, you can feel that you're nicely in your side of the road here. Okay, and then they pulled you up on the left, it's near the lamppost. He asked you to pull up near the lamppost, you stopped about there. But just try to work with the instruction a bit more. Then the sat nav came on, and then we're just going to follow that through and drive on. Now speed limit, as you know, is 20 miles per hour. Alright, we're on Mayesbrook Lane at the moment. And then it said take the next road on the left, please. Funny enough, on your own, so you know. And here we are. So the sat nav is saying turn left, so check your mirror signal. You just caught it. It was catching the sat nav a little bit late as well. It's probably good, to learn sat nav sometimes when you're driving with a family or someone. Just put on where you're going so you can understand it, so you can plan it accordingly. So it's all about experience. experience, and the more you have, the more easy you find it on Saturday there. So again, as you drove down here, it's nice speed, you can't do much, this is 20 miles per hour, just take your time, no rush, lots of bumps, just keep checking your mirrors and awareness. Now here again, you're trying to move close to the vehicles again, so it was a continuous thing that you kept doing, was keeping you moving too much to your left here. Now that vehicle there, they're giving way to us. There we are, just nicely there. Good. Thank you. Now here, I asked you to turn right, so check your mirror signal. And you came here, you was a bit quick to move out. There was a car luckily turning left. So when you come here, just take your time. It's a crossroad. Now look right, clear. Look left, clear. The vehicle in front is well behind the line, so we can there make it before them. There we go. Check your mirror as you enter the road. We're going straight ahead. Now there's a taxi coming. I'm not giving any gas, I'm just rolling in. I just check my mirrors and I just move gradually out. No acceleration still. Then here, now here I move it more to the right there to go well away from that car. Look at that there, look at the gap. You feel like there's a lot of space, and that's what you want, to have a nice big space between yourself. And then the bend. There we are. Now look at my hand. Pull all the way down and push. There you are. The bigger you steer, the less you steer, and you have more confidence. Okay. And then you had that little issue here when you did parallel park. Okay. So when you stopped here, we did the parallel park exercise with the two corners, which you did really well. And then carrying on again. When you're moving away now, giving the vehicles room. Look how much room is that vehicle's giving that car. Do you see that? Yeah. It was about over a metre wide, because you want to be safe coming out. How did you feel yourself during the test?
I knew where I messed up, so
Yeah.
so I think after that I just
And we're going to turn right at the end. Check your mirrors. 1, 2, signal 3. So positioning, good. Your observation was good. Again, remember, looking right and left, if it's clear, which it's not, you can see to the right, it's not very clear. Looking left, we're not in a rush. At that time it was a bit more clear, so now I'm going to edge out gradually and then stop again there a little bit, and then lean forward a bit more to see better. Now looking both ways, it's clear. Again, look at my pull and push through the wheel, and there we are. Just carry on going down. And then they went straight all the way up green lanes. Again, getting used to that sat nav and the mileage that they're trying to ask you to. Reading that it was 3/4 of a mile, whatever it was showing on the sat nav at the time, understanding that how much room we're ready to go there. So we're going along again. Now the speed limit is
30.
That's right, 30 miles per hour. And there's the distance. Now, as it's the conditions of the road are dry, so we keep a nice 2-second gap. When he passes the van, 1001, 1002, and we're passing the van now. That's a perfect 2-second gap. The zebra crossing, was that a single crossing or a double crossing? Single. Alright, a single crossing. Now look at this person here. Look at that. So we know they're stopping. There we are. And then look, now they decide to go to the next bit. There we are. Always keep it, anticipate what a driver may do. Looking down the road, planning, awareness from a distance. So here's a zebra crossing. There's an island in the middle. So this is a single or a double?
A double.
A double crossing. Now let's look to the right, clear. Look to the left, clear. And then commit to go through. There we are. Always from a distance, like this person here, this pedestrian on the left there. Look at that. So he's in the road. Give them more space. There you are. Then come back in again. There we are. Now here's another delivery guy with FedEx. You want to just make sure that you give them plenty of space. What could they do? They're in delivery. They're rushing. You sort of anticipate what they could possibly do, and just have that in your mind. The bus had stopped here, and you went round the bus when it was here. You've got the room. You can drive on the diagonal side. So I see you stopping in exactly this sort of situation, but you didn't give enough space here. Now look what I'm doing. How much space is that? Look at that. Again, look, see? Yeah? Getting used to that space. There we go. It's just an eye-opener when you drive by yourself, there's no instructions given in how different it is. Now, the traffic lights here, we're going to turn right, please. So you check your mirror. As you pass that road, bam, signal on. See that? Got a green light, so we can go into the junction. There we go. There's our position, just there. Now the lights have gone red, haven't they? Yeah?
Yeah.
We go through now. The other lights don't concern us, you see? Yeah?
Yeah.
Now look at these lights here. They've got nothing to do with us. You see what I mean, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
that in your head, so you got to think, right, I've got to move to the left when it's safe to do so. So where the parked cars are, after the silver car, it's alright to move to the left like they are as well. So you check your mirrors, we signal to the left, we gradually just move a little bit there, just like the vehicle in front is, and then gradually come in and straighten up there. Get the speed correct for turning in. It's a green light, keep checking. It's a green light. Now these are your lights, these other lights have got nothing to do with you, see? This is for the other junction, going across the other way, meaning you have the other people waiting there. There we are. Okay, and then here, just looking at the signs, look at every warning sign for you. It's a single track road, you've got to give way to oncoming vehicles, and it says there as well, the red sign, which is negative, check your mirrors and keep your distance there. There you are, like that. Take the next road on the left, please. The 1, 2, signal 3. There we are. Come round to here, and it said pull up on the left in a safe place. But you stopped here where the driveway was. Yeah? So what you should have stopped was about there, passing the driveway and near the tree. That's why I said that. There you are. Safe and convenient, yeah? Because not blocking the road. And then here you carry out the emergency stop.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you're moving off again, check your mirrors, shoulder check. Now look how I do it again. Look at that, the double, as you're moving off, another check again like that. Double shoulder check. It's so vitally important that you're just checking that in case somebody was coming across the road or you missed it. 99% of the times, probably nobody's going to be there. About 1% somebody may be there. That's why we do a double shoulder check.
Yes.
And that's why we make sure it's safe for you to carry on. And then as you're driving along here, you did the emergency stop. Relax it, you signal the sat nav for a moment there. That was it. Then we're just going to follow it out. At the end of the road, we're going to turn right, please. So again, we check the mirrors. Your positioning here was great. You know, your positioning, the way you pulled out the junction. Now, just start looking both ways. Yes, it's clear. That car's too far away, just crossing their path. And there you are, you can see that there. Done. There we are. Now here, look at the line. Now look at that mirror and judge your gap. See, yeah? There's no parked vehicle, so you can drive there. It's just getting used to your positioning as you're driving along. So you can see there's a parked double vehicle, okay? So we have to be more cautious as we go around it. Looking down the road, what's coming, because it's their priority. We look, there we are, we see it's clear, then move out, and there we are, come back in again, done. Again, the sat nav was saying that you're going to turn right. Your signal was very, remember it was very late, it was at the junction itself.
Yeah.
So it's about planning it, that it's saying by yard, it's like now 300 yards is where that ahead is the traffic lights you're going to be taking. It didn't say traffic lights, it says that you're turning right. But try to plan it thinking how close are you getting it by looking at the sat nav and reading that, the countdown, like, you know, to there. So as you come closer here, you're still not going to signal right because see that there's a road just there. As they go to that point there, there we are. You can see pedestrians now. We're gonna, because we're going right, I can signal right now, and I can just move into that position there. There we are. Now we're done. So the lights are green. Again, your lights are green. You're good to go. Once you pass this solid white line now, this line, yes, you've crossed it. It's a green light. You can carry on now. Again, just calmly steering the wheel into where you're going. Done. Doesn't matter what you see here, it's the line where you crossed there. That's it. You did very well coming down here. As you passed these set of lights, the next lights, you saw that to go straight, you kept in the right hand lane. Otherwise, you would have positioned to the left. There we go. It was good because the road was clear, so you could see the road markings. So there was one lane just further up where it comes to the lights where you split, and you did very well. You kept to the right right, it's clear. Look at the left, it's clear. Done. So here the road markings you picked up very well. See that? So I'm just slightly moving. I see it's clear, so I can use the road because it's clear. If it's not, I won't. I'll stay in my lane. But it was clear, so I slightly went over and came back around again. But you got to make sure it's safe before you can take that action or not. And then here the examiner asks you to open the window and then close it again. To the left, do you see?
Yeah.
Just keeping it here, keep to the left while you can, and then now start fractionally moving out. There you are, a little movement, and there you go. And that's it. Be very calm and smooth under there. So we're maintaining a 2-second gap from the vehicle in front. When it passes the red van, 1001, 1002. There, we just passed it now. That's a nice 2-second gap. Look at the line, see the line, see? Yeah, it's about keeping it steady. See how they went a bit more too much movement there. That's why we want to make sure that you have to be more calmer, get your line a bit more. Not too much swaying around, just a minimum amount of movement there. Again, it was asked you to turn right on the sat nav, but we're going to the traffic lights basically we're going to turn right. So your positioning was good. Yeah, how you came up to it. There. You didn't signal, which was good because there was a road on the right. So that road coming up there, and then you signal perfectly well just after the road. So as you pass that road, check. And this is again the point of where that happened again, the fell where you went across the lights and you saw the other lights for the pedestrian, and that's for there. It's for that junction there, them lights are. Yeah. Not for you. And there we are. And that's it done. Let's pause for it. Okay, so here we are turning right at the lights. Now these are your lights, okay? You've crossed the line, done. Now look on the right there. These lights have got nothing to do. They're to them, yeah? Yeah. There you are. And that's these lights here. And this is where you panic braked. Yeah. Remember that, don't you? There. Yeah. So that was it. That was it. And then I think from there you knew. You looked at me and you're like, I'm like.
Yeah, and now again. Thank you.
So as we're going along here, then the next was the junction. You did very well, but then we'll go through as we're going along. So here speed was good. I think this is it. It looks like it's a dual carriageway, but the speed limit is 30 miles per hour. The sat nav as well is helping you here a bit. Tell you what speed limit is. There we go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up on the left here just for a sec. There we go. So drive on when you're ready, please. So there we are, checking everywhere. And then as you're moving off, look, another shoulder check and moving well away from that car. Look at that. Yeah. Look how much distance I'm giving myself there. Loads. There we are, so going along nicely. There we go. As the traffic light said, we're going to turn left, please. So we're on Valence Ave right now. So here we are. Always 1, 2, signal 3, and then move it in. There you go. Avenue now. There's our position nicely up the line. Our lights, these are our lights, same as that's facing there, but it's to do with this, nothing to do with them, you see? They're just going to carry on going round, even they're going left or right, and they just go through. So when you've got a set of lights, make sure that once you cross the line, you're good to go. Yeah. Okay, so here we are. Look at my hand. Just look at that. Look at the calmness and relaxation of the steering wheel. Be very calm and gentle. light changed, you stopped. You only stop if you're behind this line here, or there's lots of traffic, you can't get out, it's different. This is your point.
Yeah.
Once the lights go green, we're going to go into the junction, look at oncoming vehicles. If nobody's going, we're good to go. And that's what we're going to remember there. There we go. So the lights have changed. Now look at the opposite vehicles. Are they going? No. So here's my hand. Look at the lights are green. That light's got nothing to do with us. All right, we're through.
Yeah.
All right. So I hope that's clearer.
Yeah.
Okay. And then going along here, he was doing very well. That car there, that we'll get close to it. You'll see what I mean. So a bus came through here.
Yeah.
You gave way to it very nicely, and then you came into this position about there. You held it well, but look at that other car sticking out now.
Yeah.
All right, so you can see from here, this car here, you nearly went. This is where the examiner had to push you away from that vehicle. Then you can see that car's had its fair share of. You see that?
Yeah.
That was the other point there. At the end of the road, turn left, please. So you check your mirrors. 1, 2. Always interior mirror first, then the mirror in the direction. The crossing's clear. Come forward into position, looking right. But no, we're not going to go, so we just position up nicely to where we want to be, which is about there. As we come to there, we just stay now. There we go. As we come into the road, keep to the left. The general rule of driving is keep to the left, but make sure you have plenty of space, that you're not too close to hitting anything. And there we are. Crossing was a green light, so yeah, we could go through. Always remember that when you're following other vehicles, maintaining a 2-second gap.
Yeah.
And just keep counting it from the railings, for example. There, 1001, 1002. You're passing that lady at the crossing, and there we go. The hazard, and there we go. As you go past, just double check again. It's all clear, and carry on going. And you can see that there. Opening doors. So always anticipate. Look at the gap. Look to your left now. You see that? There's your gap. Stop, look at the distance, tyres and tarmac. You can see the tyres comfortably and the road behind you comfortably as well. Check the crossing again, look right, look left, look right again. Always double checking, always from a distance, so you can see then there's no surprises because you've seen it from a distance, it's clear, and then you've made that commitment. As you're going down the road here, they're explaining to you that you're going to go straight, but to go straight you can't see the road markers, you've got to move to your left. And then go out, but it's all about the mirror checking. Check your mirrors before you're doing MSM. Check your mirrors, maybe brake a bit, slow down, position, and then carry on going. Yeah, tyres and tarmac. Okay, there's my distance there, turning right. So as you go into the junction there, we can do. There's enough space for us to go left and go around it. There we go. Here again, look at them cars. The bus has stopped, it's at a bus stop, as you can see. So here's the bus. Look at the vehicles going around it, but there you go, there's traffic. Anticipate the bus is going to pull away. Alright, he still has the signal to go around, but look, there's another car coming opposite. I can't get through the gap. No need to go through. There you are, just take your time. Now it's safe to go through. The bus still has a signal to move off, so I just go around it because he hasn't signaled. And there you are. Come behind that learner car because we're going straight. So there we are. And there's our position. And there we go. Stop. Tyres and tarmac. Always keeping that minimum distance, not any closer than that. You would say that that'd be the length of a smart car. At least that much. Do you know why we maintain such a gap between the vehicle in front?
Stopping as well.
No, well, you stopped. Right, it's that in case they break down, you can comfortably get around them to go around it. That's the main thing there, so you can comfortably go around them. That's why you keep that distance there. If somebody crashes into the back of you, at least you won't hit that vehicle, and you have that gap as well. So here you check your mirrors and then now move across, not before that, otherwise the cars that would be difficult, dangerous for them. And then we'll take the next road on the right, please, back in towards the test centre again. Again, the steering, you're always talking about steering big. If you steer big, you get more angles better in position wise to go into there. So after this vehicle, there's enough room. If I could walk across, I can drive across. There you go. There we go. You pulled up on the left there, then moved off again, and then we just came back to the test centre. Again, here those are like banana cars. Got a little bit close to the parked vehicles again on the left there. So getting that gap right. Look at that. Now again, just look at the vehicle as you're going past it. So judge the gap again. If somebody opened a door right now, do you think we'd be okay? Yes. We have enough room. And when you came in here, you got a little bit close to the gate as well when you actually turned into the car park there. So make sure when you're turning right,